circled the globe. Larger ships.
What is going on, guys? BCD here, and today I just wanted to talk about Injustice. I'm sorry, I was going to say Unjustice. Injustice 2. I've been playing it for quite a while now, and I just want to give you my thoughts and opinions on the game and how the state of fighting games as of now, and some of the things that they're doing to push the envelope. So let's just go ahead and start with it right now. So basically what I want to talk about is my impressions of the gameplay, the story, longevity, and the graphics. So starting with the graphics, I feel like it was pretty superior. It was pretty much above anything else that I've seen in a fighting game, and it was still at that 60 frames per second locked. So I really do appreciate that they was able to push the envelope on the graphics and the story and tell a good story with the actual good face mechanics. Like, this is something we don't usually see. Well, this is something that was diminished for a while because of one certain game, and then now it's back elevated to the top. So I really do appreciate them taking the time to actually put those facial expressions and nail that for each character, because then it really got me into the story and made me feel more and more, it made me feel more attached to everybody in the story. I'm not saying that was a great story, but it was still interesting enough to make me want to play it and then replay some things about it as well. So it was pretty fun. It was a great story just in general, something tacked on to a fighting game like that. So being that it was tacked on and being that it was just extra and they don't really have to do it, I feel like it was great. You've seen what happened with Street Fighter. Did not try to do that. This is basically, I'm going to go ahead and say this is the benchmark for future fighting games, because Injustice 2 well deserves that title. It did everything flawlessly, I feel like. I don't have any gripes with this game. I feel like the only thing I can really complain about now is the microtransactions. I don't feel like someone who's going to play it enough will even care. I feel like Street Fighter V's mechanics were a little bit more rougher, because I was trying to get those monies. I was trying to get those characters unlocked, and you had to play it constantly. I don't feel like I had to play this constantly. You have to give you enough activities. You get enough. It's kind of like Destiny in a way. So you get enough things by just doing the small weeklies or the small dailies and things like that. So incorporating all that into my takeaway from this game has all been positive. I feel like they really did push the envelope on this one. Longevity, that's the reason why I'm stating longevity, is because fighting games usually dim out and they just go into the meta, and all the people that really want to play online can play it. I feel like with that addition of the multiverse and how they have the dailies and weeklies, and they have gear that you can customize your characters with, and if you really love a character, you more naturally will feel not obligated, but more willing to continue to play to get those characters, those things that you want from that character. So that's how I'm feeling right now playing with Harley Quinn. I feel like I'm playing that same way with Green Arrow. I feel like certain characters are sticking out for me that I want to actually continue to play with. So it's a good thing. I feel like this is something I want to see in Mortal Kombat. This is something I want to see in the next Street Fighter. This is something I want to see in any other fighting game, because it was always that thing that nobody wanted to pay $60 for a fighting game because it was a fighting game. But now with this game coming out, I feel like it broke that little curse or whatever that was, or that stigma that fighting games don't deserve $60. I feel like Injustice 2 is overqualified to get that $60. It gives you more gameplay than a lot of other games that's supposed to be top-notch AAA. This is a game that really pushed the envelope for me, and I feel like it gave me on all fronts. It was great. Now, I can't really say much about the DLC and the season pass and the microtransactions, because I still, like I said, I don't feel like they're really a hindrance. I don't feel like they're going to, as you continue to play, at least in my, I feel like I'm getting rewarded a lot. I don't feel like I'm getting slowed down by microtransactions. So I talked about the graphics, I talked about the longevity. Now I just want to talk about gameplay and it is solid. Again, this is something that I feel like I really haven't had much time to get a real in-depth feel for if some characters are unbalanced over others. I feel like I have to get more time with the game and play it a little bit more, play it online a lot more to get that real feel if it's broken or if it's someone's overpowered or if some mechanics should be taken out or moved or vice versa, things like that. But as of now, I feel like all characters have a unique thing about them. They're good at whatever they're tiered into, like grappling or quick strikes or anything like that. And so it's kind of like they all fit into a certain category, and it makes them better if they, have more strength. I know Superman has more strength, and so gameplay wise, I feel like the mechanics are solid. Input is solid. Everything about it is solid. So I really don't have anything other than say that you should just really play this game. If you're really a fan of fighting games, this is one of those top tier ones. I really don't have any else to say about that other than that it's definitely one of the ones I feel like can be very competitive. But yeah, I didn't really want to ramble on too long about this game because it really is a good game. I'm pretty sure all the critics are hitting it out the park because they know a good game when they see them sometimes, and I feel like this one is going above and beyond, so the critics ain't gonna really criticize it for that. This is a great game. I think you guys should definitely go out and buy it. I think I'm in a clan. I don't know which clan I am. I check back and put that out there, but if anybody cares. But yeah, this is a game I'll be playing for a while, and I feel like it's gonna be one of those games I'm gonna continue to play even when it's out of rotation. When Destiny 2 come out, things like that, I'm still gonna pop this in and play that. It's just that I'm not a huge online game, or I'm not an online fighting game, so I'm not gonna be trying to push to the ranks. I'm just gonna play it. Plays King of the Hill matches, things like that. It's still a great game. It still has a bunch of modes. It still has so much stuff that you can do. So just check it out. I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth the 60. But that's pretty much all I got on this right now. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this commentary. And as always, peace.